Hello, I want to share my thoughts on the topic of spirituality and the topic of trauma. Because I am both spiritual practitioner for more than 10 years, and also I am a clinical psychologist, and I am psychotherapist, and I help people to overcome trauma, childhood trauma, PTSD, etc. So also I'm Ukrainian, and I'm in this bloody hell in Ukraine now during the warfare. I want to share my thoughts, not trivial thoughts, about spirituality and trauma, and how your trauma, specifically your childhood trauma, can damage your spiritual growth, and how trauma can treat you like a mirror. Your childhood and your psychological climate in your childhood has huge and profound impact on your spirituality, on your meditation, on your yoga. Also, I want to add and to zoom in your attention on the one issue that your spiritual path, your spiritual growth, and your spiritual exercises can be your avoidance behavior. So, for example, you had in your childhood, for example, experience when you were emotionally abused by your parent, some of your parent, and that makes you hurt, and also you can have emotions of being abandoned, of being neglected, or you can have in your childhood emotional deprivation. So when you didn't have enough emotional attachment, enough emotional contact, and when you stuck in this pain, it can be subconsciously. You cannot even now be aware of your emotional pain, but somehow also subconsciously you need to get rid of this. You need to avoid that or escape from that. So from that tough experience, emotional experience. So now you can have issue or condition of depression, or some kind of depressional state. It's not obvious that it can be like clinical depression, but you have this apathic state of mind, or this depressive mood, or you can also have anxiety, and it's also can be a sign of your past childhood experience. And then you can ask me where is a connection with my depression or with my anxiety, between my anxiety and spiritual growth, or how it can be avoidance. So how can I avoid my childhood pain by means of meditation or yoga? So I explain, because I've got a lot of experience both in spirituality and psychology and psychotherapy. Everyone is traumatized to some degree. That trauma doesn't mean that you've got some psychological condition or mental disorder. That doesn't mean. But all of us, to some degree, have been traumatized. So have I. During my spiritual path, I was escaping that emotions of depressive mood, of anxiety, by meditation. So when I started to practice meditation, it gave me relief, relaxation. It tranquilized my mind, and also that gave me a lot of spiritual insights. Yes, it helped me to understand to some degree divine nature of this world. Yes, but also it was escaping from my tough emotions. So I used my meditations to avoid tough emotions of anxiety. Some of us can use cakes or sweeties to escape from anxiety. Some of you can use alcohol or smoking to escape from anxiety. And I used my means of avoidance was meditation. And that does mean that it's not like a clear or faithful spirituality. From that perspective, it's only my humble opinion. From that perspective, you cannot get true divine nature of this world. You cannot get true understanding of yourself. That's only like a black mirror or cracked mirror, which cannot reflect the truth. That cannot, because it's only an escape. Your mind is imprisoned in this state, in this process of escaping. Until I have processed all my emotional pain, I couldn't get the right point in meditation. And also I want to add, spiritual practices, they cannot help you to deal with your childhood trauma. So, why I started to study psychology, and why I became a schema therapist. So I've got diploma, master's degree in psychology, and also I am a certified schema therapist. Schema therapy, it's approaching psychotherapy to deal with borderline personality disorder and with childhood trauma. So it is a scientifically based approach. So more than 10 years ago, I started to practice meditations, and later I started to practice yoga. But then, what I recognized and what I acknowledged that is not enough for my psyche. So if I want to get rid of these tough emotions or like tough emotional states of my mind, I need another tool. So meditations doesn't work for trauma, unfortunately. It can help you like to live with this in like comfortable way. Of course, it can help you to deal with this, but it's not the tool to get rid of this, you know. And psychotherapy worked for me. And then to stop this avoidant behavior, I mean, in my mind. So avoidance me like was to not to feel this pain via meditations, via my yoga practice. And with help of psychotherapy, I overcome my huge part of my emotional pain, which is connected with my childhood. And then, in the end of the day, I was free to meditate in a proper direction. What is the proper direction? The proper direction is the present moment of now. Your trauma, your thoughts on your childhood, on your parents, if you've got this state of mistrust, of being neglected, or emotionally abandoned by your parents, you're not staying in the present moment. It's impossible. Actually, you lose your attention and you lose your connection with your body, especially when we are talking about yoga. That's why your individual therapy is crucial in your spiritual growth. So it is necessary. You cannot just kick it away. You cannot do this. So it was my mistake in my like first steps in spiritual practices was when I was a beginner. So it was my mistake. But after deep, profoundly deep psychotherapy, it was better for me to meditate and to practice my yoga. So thank you for watching, and please share your comments on the topic of spirituality and trauma. Bye.